In the first round to Stefan Stoiker. Mark Frost, Frosty the Throwman, losing 6-4, looking to put in a much better and a much more assured display this weekend, Paul.
Absolutely, and Mark's been playing sneaky well over the last few months.
Sneaky well?
Yeah, sneaky well. Just one of those times in your career where you're playing all right. You're maybe not just getting enough results, but you are playing well.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
And he seems to be qualifying for a lot of European events, which says to me that he's playing well. But when he gets here, I don't think he's really getting the results that his talent deserve.
Yeah, he's made the last two. Got to the second round in
41.
Austria. Made the frame in Dusseldorf as well. Qualified for here. And his final tour events of the year will be in Sindelfingen
100.
later this month as well at the European Grand Prix. So, as you say, yeah, he's suddenly, like Robbie Green almost, rediscovered that knack of qualifying. And he had the notable scalp of John Henderson, the 15th seed in qualifying, and coming through as well, beat the Highlander 6-3 and then beat Nathan Aspinall 6-1 as well. So that was certainly a result that stood out in the final round of qualifiers.
Absolutely.
As for Ronnie, he came through it all last night in
45.
the European qualifiers here on stage in Riesa. They also had the qualifiers, I think, last night for Mulheim next weekend as well. More on that later.
Yeah, very interesting that Ronnie's back on the European stage, and I just want to refocus myself on Mark Frost.
97.
I've watched Mark throw darts for a long time, 15, 16 years now, and I think even he would agree with me when I say this, that his talent really hasn't
140.
got the right amount of trophies and accolades that his talent deserve. I think we may actually talk about Mark Frost in a couple of years' time as someone who is playing his best stuff later on in life.
Yeah.
86.
But R.Huybrechts, very interestingly, you speak to Kim on many occasions, and he severely rates his brother. He's always said that he thinks Ronnie is better than him, which is a huge statement. I don't know whether
55.
That's more to do with the brotherly respect, but one thing R.Huybrechts is, he's a good scrapper. And when you've beaten Phil Taylor on stage at the European Championships, you can definitely throw a dart.
Absolutely, yeah. 51 years of age these days, R.Huybrechts. Frosty is 44,
137.
So two of the elder statesmen of this weekend, I think, these two. Frost, though, in the frame here, 161. Would have been a brilliant way to start things off.
119.
Not to be. Huybrechts lurking on tops. 40. But if he slips up, Frost will be there.
Yeah, tops after 15 isn't a shabby leg. He wants to get rid of it really quickly, though. 2 10s, and he likes 10s a lot. And that's why
first leg, Ronnie
it just really sets up lovely for his slight leaning action.
Game on.
And it's a double he trusts an awful lot, much like his brother trusts double 16.
Winner of this, by the way, will face Robert Thornton in the second round tomorrow. And, well, given the way he's been playing of late in Europe and on the wider stage, it's certainly a chance for either of these two. Won't be overawed against the World Grand Prix winner. And Huybrechts, the way he's playing here, won't be overawed either. Oh, that's unfortunate.
120.
That was in the bed.
That was a lovely, lovely dart. If there were no darts in this segment there, that was definitely in. It's just one of those times where it deflects, ends up on the floor.
100.
We were talking about nicknames earlier on. We've said it loads of occasions. He's definitely got the best one in the business, Mark Frost. Frosty the Throwman. It's up to you guys out there, you future talents, or you guys who want to pick up your darts again and get back into the pro game.
99.
Come up with something better, I dare you. Oh, take some beating.
Good camera angle this, where you can see the
97.
way the darts are pitching in from the trajectory of Mark Frost, who's, I assume, he's quite a tall character, isn't he? Over 6 foot, I think.
Yeah, 6.5 foot tall. Very, very tall, rangy figure on the dartboard. It's quite imposing, actually. I'm only 5'9", and everybody's taller than me, apart from maybe Phil Taylor and Robert Thornton.
Yeah, I was going to say, and me as well.
And he knows that. But if he's practicing well, why change anything?
95.
I wonder why he's called the Rebel. I've never asked him. Maybe that could be the mystery of the
Yeah,
weekend.
he's not the rebellious type, is he?
No, he's not. He's
85.
not going to say
Ronnie, you
he's
require
straight down the lane,
170.
because I'm sure there's a sort of dark side to Ronnie Huybrechts, like there is to all of us. But it'd be interesting to see how he got that nickname.
Unless he's a David Bowie fan. Rebel.
It might be something
58.
as simple as that.
Could
Mark,
be
you
simple
require
as simple.
160.
Well, to get to 3-3, he needed 160. Well, he's got half of it.
100.
He's got the majority of it now.
Ronnie, you require
Ronnie Huybrechts,
112.
if he wants his advantage back, he's going to need 4 20s and a double 16. There's one of them. He needs a triple. Oh, what a good dart that was.
Desperately unlucky.
50.
6 times out of 10, that would have got him a 60.
Well, he's down to 60 as well, but Frost is there first, so tops advantage Frost here. Only one more dart in hand.
20.
Big chance. Big
Ronnie,
chance
you require
missed.
60.
So now, Huybrechts has the same target in mind. And that's a perfect 20. Come on, he says. It's a good guy because he can actually get it underneath. And he does.
On the sick leg.
And he knows
Ronnie
that's important because he gets that break
Ronnie
back.
to throw first.
And now he's got the driving seat back.
Game on.
Well, that camera angle there really provided a very good illustration of how that first dart really set the tone for what was about to follow. And okay, he missed with the following double 20 attempt, the first double 20 attempt after the first one had landed in the bed, but it was just the right amount of room. And then even though he was north of the wire with the second dart,
108.
as you say, there was the room and the opportunity, and there was room there for 3 more as well.
Well, that 180 has just proved your point, Rob, because the way he
83.
puts those darts together for 180, he used the same physics to actually hit that double top. And he's playing really well here, Ronnie Huybrechts. He's had a little bit of a spell where he missed a couple of doubles, but overall, he has been the better player.
100.
Yeah, he recovered well there as well to find that treble 20 with the third dart in hand. That's in the 5-bet, though, from Frosty.
85.
Mark's darts have always kicked to the right and been quite flat as we look at them, but where his height is, he just bashes them together. Wow, this is really good from Huybrechts.
140.
It's a very good leg. When you're on 81 after 9, always throwing well. Don't do that by mistake. Frosty wants a 180. Doesn't get it, but a really good visit.
140.
So
Ronnie
81
require 81.
wants to polish this off nice and easy. 62. Doesn't have to go for 12. He's going to leave double 16 by the looks of it.
49.
That's a tidy. You like to leave a double after 12 darts.
Yeah. Strong favourite now for a 5-2 lead, consolidating that break of throw.
43.
That was the first 180 of the match,
Ronnie
by the way.
require 32.
And it came in the 7th leg. But Ronnie won't mind about that.
And he won't mind that either. 5-2 lead against a dangerous opponent in Frosty. He had a little wry smile on his face, Frosty, in the last visit. I remember seeing that smile against Michael Smith in Vienna.
100.
And he almost took Michael Smith out from this kind of position. He was way back, brought it back to the 11th leg, almost nicked it, was not victorious in the end. It's looking like that will be the same
91.
result here, unless he puts a bit of magic together for the next 4 legs, and he needs to win them all.
Yeah, could be a successful return to the European Tour for Ronnie
100.
Huybrechts. He's 1 leg away from a place in the last 32. And a meeting with Robert Thornton tomorrow, and a step closer to a potential meeting with his brother in the semi-finals. What a story that would be.
Everybody wants to see that match. I'm sure Robert Thornton doesn't.
93.
But
Kim Huybrechts tomorrow against either Jeffrey de Graaf or Joe Cullen, who meet tonight. That's another one of the standout matches of the night. Looking forward to seeing Joe in action once again.
47.
And once again, the wheels have just come off here for Frosty at just the wrong moment. Okay, he has a slight advantage, but it's on his throw, and there's a chance here for Huybrechts to steal the darts here if he can post a big one.
we're talking about tonight's matches. Dragutin Horvat is playing tonight, one of the qualifiers.
100.
And he's up against the fastest of the lot of them, the Granite City Open singles champion, Ricky Evans.
3.7 seconds for 3 darts from start to finish.
It's nothing short of ludicrous.
100.
You could get to 60 miles an hour from 0 in a decent car in that time.
In that time.
Ronnie's looking for at least a 57 here. Well, he's got 57 with 1 dart there. Square it up with 20s.
Yeah, nicely.
97.
And that leaves a lovely looking 120.
154.
He may get a shot at this, because 154 is a lot to ask. But he could do it on tops. And he does!
Shot on the 8th.
Beautiful shot from Mark Frost.
Ninth leg is Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
Wow, that was a peach. And he needed that.
Well, what a shot in the arm that could be. Could so easily have bowed out there, but he's still fighting, still hanging in there, but he's still got work to do. Huybrechts throwing first in this 9th leg.
85.
But kicking off with just 85. And if Frost can just build on what he's just pulled off, then who knows?
41.
But it's just 41. A 154 checkout, backed up by a 41. That, in its own right, tells its own story.
Yeah, I think what Frosty's really looking for in his stage performances is consistency. There are glimpses of absolute brilliance, just like that 180 from the Belgian. But he needs consistency on stage if he's going to go further.
95.
If you qualify for these all the time, you're giving yourself lots of opportunities, but you really have to take one of them eventually.
Second 180 of the match, that one. Are we going to have another? We might do, you know. Why not?
108.
Well, it's looking like Ronnie Huybrechts is going to go through to the next round, and Robert Thornton has got his hands full with Ronnie Huybrechts this weekend.
Absolutely.
100.
180s, two of them in this leg. 56 points away from a 6-3 win and a place in the last 32 tomorrow.
Double 4 to progress. It's a lovely open bed. And he's closed it out. 6-3 to the Belgian. What an impressive performance. It's not one of those games that we will write home about with stats and everything like that, but when you look at that performance close up, that was very impressive from Ronnie Huybrechts, and he'll be buoyed by that a lot.
Yeah, certainly will be, making his first European Tour appearance since a 6-0 hammering by Jelle Klaassen in Munich over the Easter weekend. But Ronnie Huybrechts is back, and he's back in business as well. Mark Frost threatened to fight back there briefly with that 154 checkout. That was the champagne moments of the match, but it wasn't enough. It's Huybrechts who goes through to face Robert Thornton tomorrow. That brings the afternoon session to a close. The evening session starts at 7 o'clock local time. First up on stage, Andy Bolton against Jamie Caven. But of course, we've got the 3 German qualifiers on stage as well tonight. Dragutin Horvath, René Eidens and the World Youth Champion Max Opp. That's from 7 tonight here at the International Darts Open in Riesa. Our final action will be to bring you this quick word with Ronnie, your last winner of the afternoon session,
Ronnie,
speaking with Elmar Polka.
Happy with your win?
Yeah, I'm happy. It was a long time that I qualified for a European Tour, so a little bit nervous, but it's okay. A win is a win. So
Robert Thornton is the next one.
it's okay. I played Robert before, and it's 50-50. On stage, it's maybe something different because he's more experienced on stage, but we will fight for it.
We're looking forward to that match. Thank you very much. Ronnie Huybrechts.